Greetings, valued travel partners. You know what today is, right? Connect with Princess. You, as our partners, I am so excited for today's webinar. Actually, a series of webinars. We're going every Thursday live for 12 weeks. You might ask why, and we'll let you know why. But where am I? Because you're used to having me in the studio, right? I love our Fort Lauderdale studio, but for today's webinar, I had to make it personal because today's webinar pulls at my heartstrings and I wanted to do it from my home. So this happens to be my setup, Port Miami, cruise capital of the world, because today's webinar is so special that I just had to do it from the comfort of my home. And this will be a little surprise when we get to it. I think you guys know this is last night, the premiere was incredible of The Real Love Boat. So we're going to talk about that, a lot of focus on that. As always, you know we're going live, right? We're going live on Facebook. So the transcript is available on Facebook. And I want to make sure you always stick around at the end because we have our Q&As. And let everybody get in. So I'm giving you all time. And I know we started a few minutes late, but trust me when I tell you, time is fluid today because you're going to want to stay on to the very end because we're going to share so much exciting stuff that it's amazing. Hello from Texas. Yes. Nancy, welcome from Delaware. Oh my God, this is exciting. I'm loving it. Should I say love, exciting, and new? Nova Scotia. Darlene, wow, you might just take pretty. Oh, and I hope you're safe and sound, right? Safe and sound, because I know you guys got hit, as did the state of Florida. So my prayers are with you and with everybody who's been impacted and affected. So, you know, our beautiful princess ships are housed in Fort Lauderdale. So it's critical to us that everybody's safe and sound and that we support our communities because this is what it's all about. So Q&As will be at the end like we always do, which is really critical. So make sure you stick around. We'll do the Q&As. We'll make them quick. I'm moving at the speed of sound today, even though Joe says, you all know my Joe Franco, he is Oz behind the curtain. Hello from Riverside, California. Hi, Darla. And Mary. Oh, Mary, I love it. Mary's well. And Mary's from Ontario. So, Mary, welcome to the show. Next slide, because I think we all know I have a partner in profit. And that would be the one and only Marsha. You know, I had to go there, Marsha. I just had to go there. I can't help myself. There
it's
you
all
are.
Good. I've embraced it.
And I've embraced you because at the end of the day, we are attached at the hip because Marsha is our director of sales for the Western region as well as Canada. You guys know her. As a matter of fact, every time we finish a webinar, Lisa especially texts me 20 times, Stephanie, I'm not kidding you. And what does she want? She wants to make sure that the Marsha and Carmen show continues. So you
That's
see,
sweet.
you're a fan favorite, Marsha.
That's very
Even though
sweet.
I got to tell you, remember when we were in San Francisco, we almost lost our positioning because Joe became the fan favorite on that
Joe was
one.
a star. He was a
He
total star.
is. And you know, it's always technical. So I tell everybody at the beginning, expect the unexpected. If it's technical, we'll get right back on. Or if not, we always have Joe, which is a fan favorite. So let's get
Absolutely.
through the boring stuff. And I know I shouldn't say boring, but really after last night, everything pales in comparison. So let's talk about
Absolutely.
our cruise health. Folks, cruising is back. I think the webinar we did 2 weeks ago, we were talking about Canada. So I want to talk about these updated requirements because it's really important that we continue to be global citizens and welcome everybody. I'll let you take Canada because you know what? You are the director of Canada. You know everything. Hey?
Absolutely. So Canada lifted its travel restrictions. We were so excited. It was effective October 1st. There is a little confusion, but it has been lifted, and we still have some enhanced voyages where some items are still required. But the Bible to all of that is visitprincess.com/cruise health FAQ. The bottom of all of our webinars, you'll see this pasted here because that's where we go. That's where we get all our information. And if you have any question about a particular voyage, it's there for you.
One-stop shopping.
Exactly.
One-stop shopping. Listen, there is going to be a day when I am on this webinar and there will be no restrictions or worries, right? I pray for that. We're one step closer with Canada, which is fantastic. So wait for it, folks, because cruising is back. This industry has been through enough. You have been through enough. We need business as usual. So coming
Absolutely.
soon, right?
And we're here to help.
Always.
We're here to help. Your
Always.
little guide is always visitprincess.com at /cruise health FAQ.
And that's what I go to, by the way. So, I'm cruising in December with the whole family reunion. Can't wait. So thank you, Marsha, because she is, again, our expert. So let's get really to the content today, because I didn't sleep last night. Could you see the dark circles under my eyes? Well, first of all, I shared with everybody, okay, the premiere.
Yes.
Wait for it. The Love Boat. Let's talk about
I saw you went live.
I did. I know. I got in trouble for that. So, okay. As a matter of fact, I think I should delete it off my Facebook.
Oh, no.
But I used my personal Facebook. I didn't use the work one.
Oh, got it.
On the record. So the Love Boat. Everybody knows the Love Boat. Who doesn't know this iconic show? And I've mentioned it, and it is exciting because this is the reason I am in the cruise industry. 41 years and counting. The happiness business is because every Saturday night, this young girl back then from Miami would tune in Saturday nights. This was my entertainment. And by the way, we didn't have remotes. Okay. I actually had to do this. And every once in a while, the button was, I had to.
Yeah, you had to get up and turn the TV.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, the TV wasn't this flat little thing. It was an entire part of our furniture in the living room in our
Carmen,
apartment.
I was actually the remote. I was little, so I had to go get up and change the TV. I was a walking remote.
Okay, Marsha, really? You enjoy that? You enjoy that? This show changed the industry, changed the cruise industry. Princess became synonymous with the Love Boat. And guess what, folks? We're back. And now the real Love Boat that premiered yesterday on CBS, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8 Central, was a major hit. Joe, cue the teaser.
So my name is Paolo Rigo, and I'm the captain of the Real Love Boat.
My name's Matt, and I'm the cruise director here on board.
Hi, I'm Ezra, and I am the bartender.
We all remember the Love Boat, the original TV series.
I love the original Love Boat.
If I got $1 for every single time I've been called Judy McCoy, my job on the Real Love Boat is just to be here, there, and everywhere.
I am a bartender, I am a therapist, and honey, I am a matchmaker.
My job is to navigate from port to port. I also help navigating love and romance.
I'm so excited to help these singles make the best decisions possible.
I will lock somebody in a cabin together if that's what it's got to take for these people to fall in love.
It's just an incredible opportunity to find love. For one, you're on a cruise ship.
One of the most special parts about being on a cruise ship is being outside, being under the stars.
2, you're in the Mediterranean, one of the most romantic regions in the world.
If there is a couple that managed to bond, I would love to marry them at the end of the voyage.
And we are hitting up 12 major cities.
Barcelona, Messina, Naples. If you cannot fall in love in Santorini, I got nothing for you.
3, all of these singles are smoking hot. And 4, you've got this dream team here of myself, Matt, and Captain Paolo, making sure that you have the most magical experience. So tune into The Real Love Boat. It truly will be exciting and new.
Come on board Wednesday, October 5th. We're expecting you on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Yes. Did you tune in, Marsha?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Are
I
you
just
kidding?
got goosebumps.
I had popcorn and everything.
Oh, I had just wine, and I told everybody I had a whole bottle of wine. I was going to share it with my husband. He made it late. He was at happy hour with the boys. So guess what? I drank that whole bottle of wine. I had tears in my eyes. And you guys know I get really emotional because I have such a passion for this business and for this brand. And to see that, and I'm not going to give it away. But it was amazing. And to me, this is your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, our travel advisors, our partners, whether you're an agency owner, a franchisee, you're an independent advisor, contractor, you have got to jump on board this bandwagon or this cruise ship or ride our, I don't want to say coattails. Can we say the wake? Just ride the wake of
waves,
success
the waves
that we're going to leverage, right?
Absolutely.
The wake of the ship, you're going to ride it with us because let me tell you, this show, it debuted yesterday. And of course you saw, right? The host, incredible, a real Hollywood live couple. They're real. So it's even more exciting, which is Jerry O'Connell of The Talk. And then of course we had Rebecca Romaine, his wife. And by the way, when they were filming, 15-year anniversary they celebrated. Maybe that could have been a future question. Oh, sorry, Joe. Next one. Let's talk about the giveaway because this is a big deal. I want to thank Joe because I always say what the big print giveth, the little print take it away. Those are called terms and conditions. And a lot of you text me and say, listen, you give away a cruise every week. Why can't you advertise that? Why can't you promote that? Why don't you put it on your newsletter? Why don't you do? Because it's called a sweepstakes and requires a lot of red tape. I think Joe worked on this, I kid you not,
He did.
for months to prepare for today, which is we're giving away every week that the Real Love Boat airs on Wednesday night. On Thursday, we're going to have our Connect with Princess webinar with this amazing team and Marsha at my side, keeping it real for me and reminding me that I'm much older than her. I'm not letting that one slide. We're giving away a 7-day cruise each episode. But here's the deal. Open to travel advisors, but you have to answer a question from the show the previous night. This guarantees me that you have optics, you have eyeballs on this show, and you are as engaged as I am, and you're there for this cruise journey with us. So I'm super excited. You got to look for details in our travel partner newsletters. It'll be there. So you'll get it all. Let me look at the next slide because we're going to talk about the first question. Okay. So remember, we're going to ask the question. You're going to get
their Love Boat stuff.
Correct. It's all going to be about the night before's episode. Today, I decided to be, I feel kinder and gentler. Maybe it's because the weather's under 80 degrees and no humidity today in Florida. So I woke up just feeling extremely generous. So this is going to be the easiest question, but they're going to get harder. Okay. So which original Love Boat cast member appeared on the series premiere last night of The Real Love Boat? Was it Julie McCoy? Was it Doc? Was it Isaac, the bartender? And I'm in my bar, so should give it away. Go for the
little hand.
Sir, ding, ding, ding. Or Vicky, Captain Stewing's daughter. Who was it?
Who was it?
So I feel like I need the little ding, 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 right? So here's how you enter every week on the webinar. So again, we will pose the question on the webinar on Thursday. So it's up to you to make sure there's your QR code. You know how you enter. You enter now. I want
to add, Carmen. Sorry, I want to add that they have a week, right? You have a week to answer this question to be entered. So this week, you answer the question. You now have a week. Come next week, we're going to announce the winner of this first cruise giveaway for the Real Love Boat.
And you win a cruise.
Yes.
I might be having an Oprah moment. You in a cruise, you in a cruise, and you in a cruise, and we're all cruising together. So again, there's your QR code. Enter now, and you do have a week. Oh my God, you are sharp. I'll tell you, you're an attorney in another life, because that's again the big print, the little print ticket away, which requires us by law to ensure we open the sweepstakes for 7 days for you to answer, and that'll happen every single week. And then you're going to know who wins the cruise next Thursday. You got to tune in.
Yes. And Carmen's been nice enough to give you lots of hints here, and we're actually going to blow the cover, right?
Yep. Do it. I think that's enough time for the QR code. Who is that? Tell me who that is. Do you all know who I'm talking about? Oh, my heart's going pitter-patter.
Did you see it last night? He was so good.
He was beyond, and I want to see him do this, because I can't do it the way he does it. Ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, and we were teasing you for weeks, today's inaugural webinar after Real Love Boat, we have none other than my favorite, Isaac. Ted Lang is with us. Ted! Oh my God, wait, I'm having a moment.
Hi, how
for
you
you,
doing?
Ted.
Yeah,
For coming into
Thank
our
you.
homes every Saturday night and making this young girl choose this amazing career, being part of my family and everybody else's family. We love you. To you.
We are so excited to have you.
I love the setting that you are in right now.
That
makes me feel so comfortable.
Welcome to Mi Casa is your casa, Ted. This is so amazing. So I know we have you for a very brief time, and I got to tell you, we have so many questions for you, and we even have a special surprise for you. So I just thought I'd share that because I always love giving a sneak preview and insider insights. Tell me how this show changed your life.
Oh my God, it's done everything for me. It gave me a chance to be known as an actor, not just in America, but around the world. That's the first thing. I was a directing student at the American Film Institute. It allowed me to direct on television and joined the Directors Guild. And then I got into writing, and it also allowed me to write episodes. And I've carried that on now to where I've become a playwright. And since the show's been over, I've been directing plays that I have written all across America.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
None of
so
us would have
that's,
known that. That is a wow.
yeah,
That's
that's
a
a
life-changing
game changer.
moment because of
Yeah,
the show.
yeah. As
Because
a
again,
matter of fact, you can go on Amazon, type in my name, and the plays that I've written will pop up. I got about a dozen plays on Amazon.
Oh, that's cool.
congratulations. That's
Yeah,
beyond
yeah.
cool.
So it's fun.
That is exciting, but more importantly, it's so well deserved. Your success is so well deserved. For decades, you're part of our family, right? You still are. Can I ask another question before I let Marcia slide one in? Did you remain friends? Because we see stuff on TV and everybody thinks, oh, Hollywood, kind of like Broadway, everybody has to get along on air. But when the lights and cameras are off, is it real? Was that dynamic that looks so genuine real?
Yes, it was. And as a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I was in Warsaw, Indiana, and I had directed Fred Grandy, who was Gopher. I directed him in a one-man show called Give 'Em Hell, Harry. And Sunday, I leave for New York. Bernie Coppell is doing a play off Broadway in New York, and I'm going to New York to see him in the play, and I'm staying with him and his wife, Katrina. We've remained friends for 40 years. And
Wow.
Amazing.
that is very, very special because we loved each other on screen and we loved each other off screen.
I got to tell you, that is a wow, because I wasn't expecting that response because, again, it's Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And to see that genuine 4 decades of friendship and the fact that you are still friends and more than friends, I would say your family. I mean, that's incredible. I don't think I have a 4-decade friendship with anybody. I got to think about it. And my husband's only going on 3 decades of marriage, but I counted in dog years, Ted, so it's about 186. I think I got you beaten. Marcia,
Okay.
Yes.
what do you want to know?
Hi, Ted. I got 2 questions. Okay, one, I wanted to know, where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Oakland, California, the Bay Area during the 60s when all of that stuff was going on. So the Vietnam War, the Black Panther Party, the free speech movement. I was right in the middle of that. And if you look closely, you can see me marching in some of the documentaries.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
cool. Okay, and I got one more question. Do you have a favorite episode from The Love Boat?
Oh, well, see, that's Marcia. That's
I like
really
to stir
tough.
the pot.
Yeah, no, but I will say this, because we did so many wonderful different kinds of things. Like we did a musical Love Boat, we did a high fashion Love Boat, and then we did specials around the world. I would say that traveling around the world was very special for me because I got to go to places I would never go to. And because the show was so popular, the countries would roll out the red carpet. And the thing that I learned was not to compare countries, but to visit each country on its own terms.
Yep.
So don't try to compare Hawaii with Italy or England with Australia. You know what I mean? You take each country as it is and then enjoy it for what it's giving you. That's what I learned by being on the Love Boat.
That's a great tip.
You were a global citizen, right? That's what it is.
I
It's
am.
cultural immersion.
Yes.
Cultural immersion. That's what travel gives us. And in cruising, as you know, it is such an exciting, part of our lives that you're able to visit all of these communities and give back, which is exciting. So I know that we're on a time crunch for you. So I know Marcia, Joe, the whole team feel privileged and honored that you're spending this time with us. So I guess I just want to do a shout out to your wife because she helped you with the technical.
Boy,
Tell me about
did
your
she
lovely wife.
ever.
Tell me. It's always technical.
Yeah, that's right. She's the perfect partner for me.
Love it.
You did a great job.
She
Yeah.
did. And I got it. So, there's always that powerhouse woman behind this powerhouse man.
That's
so I just
right.
had to go there.
Absolutely.
I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
Ted,
And every
before we let you
husband
go,
knows that. Every husband knows that, believe me.
I need you to call George Roig. That's R-O-S-T. My husband of 100, he knows that.
Yeah,
Can I tell you, love
he
is
knows.
a beautiful thing.
He knows, but he may not admit it, but he knows.
And he just retired, Ted. Can I tell you, if you need anybody to help you, you let me know. I can ship them your way.
Okay.
I love it. So before we let you go, we have a little surprise for you. Joe,
Okay.
play it.
Because people don't know how to do this, Sometimes people do like this.
Hey, Isaac, is this it?
No, you have to drop it. So here you go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Drop it like
funny.
it's hot, Ted. Do it for us here. Just
We all learned.
Oh, wait. There it is. All right. There it is. You drop it. You don't push it. You drop it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So to the original matchmaker, to the original therapist, to the original Isaac, you are an original, right? The original
Right.
Isaac on the Love Boat, Ted. You were it. Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of all of our travel partners for all that you've given us and for your continued support and for that cameo on the Real Love Boat.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you were so good.
Thank
To
you
you.
very much. It was a pleasure. I had a great time.
Cheers.
Thank you, Ted.
All right. See you later.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, that's it. My life, I don't have to do anything else. I'm happy. That's it. This is it. Marsha, you
dropping
take
the
it
mic,
away.
Carmen?
I can go off into the sunset. That was so exciting. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, Ted.
All right.
Did you see that? Drop it. We got to
You're
practice
dropping the
that.
mic. Are you done,
We're gonna
Carmen? You're done for
practice
the
that.
day?
No, not really. Are you kidding? This has just got me all hyped up. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about, by the way, I hope you thought that was as cool as I think.
Oh my
That
gosh.
was so cool.
Amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
You agree with me, right? It's not just me.
Of
Sometimes
course,
my husband says I
absolutely.
get too emotional. I get worked
No.
up.
It's special.
Listen.
Absolutely.
And I'm not, he talked about the 60s. I know you weren't born and you just finished saying you had a remote or whatever for the Love Boat. So I don't want to talk about it.
No, I
But
didn't
I'll
have
tell
a
you what
remote.
else I missed.
was saying I was the remote. I was a walking remote. I had to get up and turn the TV.
Okay, you scared me. I thought, oh my God, Marsha had a remote watching the Love Boat. What's up
No, I
with
didn't
that?
have a
And I had
remote.
pliers. Okay. We stand corrected.
Yeah.
So let's talk about how we premiered this, right? Because as always, Princess doesn't do anything small.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. It's a big deal for our company. It's a big deal for our brand from a heritage perspective. It's a big deal for the travel community. I'll even go a step further because I've been on the stage, probably traveling for the last month, and every opportunity I get to speak in public, I talk about how this is a rising tide is what the Real Love Boat is going to do. It's going to put cruising back on the map, just like the original Love Boat did. And think about it. Every single Wednesday night, we have an hour TV spot. It's a commercial.
Absolutely.
You, as our valued travel partners, need to get on board, right? We're expecting you to leverage this 1 hour commercial every single Wednesday. If you have not engaged with your business development manager after this webinar, please don't hesitate because guess what? Operators standing by, the phones are ringing. That was only the first episode. When you saw the ship, it just looked amazing. But let's talk about the premiere party that I wasn't at.
Yeah, so I got to go, and some of my team went as well, and we had a blast. It was just such a fun event, and I loved the fact that we had a blue carpet, which is Princess Blue, right, for the rollout. It was amazing. So it was beautiful. We had so many special guests there. Our president, John Pageant, was there, and of course Ted. Charo did the hoochie coochie a couple times for us.
Coochie coochie. Say it right, Marsha. Hello.
Hoochie coochie. Sorry, I said it wrong. You know what I love too about this show is that we have real crew members as part of this cast, right? Like, I love that part. I love the fact that, you know, Ezra is a real bartender, Matthew is the real cruise director, and Paolo is a real captain. Like,
what a handsome
it's
captain.
Amazing. Yeah.
Captain.
Jill joins us.
Beautiful bartender. Ezra had such energy.
She does.
And what else can I say about Matt, right? So, I mean, these are real, authentic. It's like the original. I mean, this is, you know, the original were cast members, right? They were cast for these roles. These are our actual teammates on board. And I mean, we got to hear a little bit about them, like the fact that Captain Paolo met his wife on board, and they have a little one, a 3-year-old. That was all part of the premiere. I loved that window. So tell me about the stagehand, because again, I wasn't there.
So the highlight of the evening was a presentation that they did in the Princess Theater for us. It was hosted by, again, our real cruise director, Duval, who is so full of energy, and he's such a great MC. So he brought out the crew members who are part of the cast, as well as Ted and Jill brought them out as the original cast members. And so there was a lighthearted Q&A. It was so much fun. And then that video that we just showed was a video that I took because I couldn't pass up videotaping how Isaac drops the point, right? So, so that was video from the actual presentation. It was so much fun.
And that is classic. So you remember the opening of the Love Boat, the original. It was super cool. Oh, someone said they caught the show already on Paramount Plus today, because Cheryl was asking, I missed the show last night. How can I see it now? Paramount Plus, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And then I suggest you also set your DVRs, because even though I watched it last night, I did set my DVR for the series just so I don't miss anything, right? So
I got to tell you, because everybody said, Carmen, how could you have missed this? I watched it on my cell phone while I was at dinner with my daughter, because last weekend was President's Weekend, listen to me, Parents Weekend at University of Central Florida, where she's a senior. And because of my travel schedule in the past lives, I've not been able to attend a single one. So, you know, I tell the team all the time, right? Health is wealth, and your family must come first. Always. Family first, always. So I could not miss it. But then we had, you know, Hurricane Ian had unfortunately, other plans for the state of Florida, and for Orlando specifically. She was out of power. So no, I had a very excuse for not being there, because, you know, I don't miss a party. And I understood that we got a major amount of applause, and folks were just, you know, the festivities on board, how we did it. They did a surprise Love Boat disco deck party.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
It was so energizing. I mean, so we just showed you a little snippet here of the people that were there in the Princess Theater, but we also had, you know, other celebrities joining us and mulling around with us. And I could not pass up the opportunity.
Marsha? Is that Greg? No, he wasn't Greg.
Christopher Knight. He was Peter.
Peter Brady.
Yes, Peter Brady.
Hobnobbing.
Me and my brother, right?
I love that.
Veronica Cartwright was there, and Don Most from the Happy Days. There was just so many people there, lovely people.
Did you ask Don if he can introduce me from the Happy Days to Scott Bale? Huh?
Oh, you know what?
Did you think about me?
I did a little history check, and I'm going to wait, because there's a question at the end here for you specifically, Carmen. So we're going to come back to that.
Okay. The next one is Charo. You had, oh my God, Mackenzie Phillips.
Yes,
One Day at a Time. Phillips,
Charo, Charlene Tilton from Dallas. Do you remember Dallas? My mother.
Yes. Dallas. Are you
religious
kidding?
Watching Dallas. Yes.
But by the way, Charo, because I was watching it live, and she did the whole coochie coochie move, and her son was there, and she talked about when she was on the episode, she was pregnant with him. So it was really great to tune in. Okay, who else? Then again,
Adrian Zemed. I had the biggest crush on Adrian Zemed. I did.
Really? You see?
There's an insider tip.
And then, of course, Ted, who was just insider tip secret. Wink, wink. Everybody knows my secret crush. And then, of course, our very own Celebrations ambassador, Joe Whelan, was there, right?
Yes, Joe Whelan was there. Fantastic. And did you guys know, just a bit of trivia, that Ted Lange reprised his role of the fun-loving bartender Isaac? Did you guys know that? I remember seeing him on Charlie's Angels, and I do remember seeing him in Martin. I'm going to have to go back and watch because I think I missed it. And I loved Weird Science, but I think I missed that one.
Wow.
So,
And
but
by the
anyway,
way, Lisa saying, I'm jealous, Marsha. Yeah, Marsha was hobnobbing with the rich and famous, and I was in a place where we had no electricity. First world problems. I just want you
first
all to know.
world
I was
problem.
very happy to be there. And more importantly, this was super exciting. So there's a shot, which is really awesome, of Cal Almager, C Squared. Cal's been on before. He's been on the webinar with me, and he's our Senior VP of Sales, Strategy, Operations, the call centers, you name it. One-stop shop. And by the way, he's a walking Google of trivia. It's like, where'd you get that from, Cal?
He's really good at movie impressions too.
It kills me. It kills me. I'm like, really? So what we did, this was super cool. We had Elise, and I'm sure you met Elise Canale, of Tickets to Paradise. And I'm not from California. So is that Eureka? Did I pronounce it? She's from Eureka, California.
Eureka with the Y.
Eureka, California. She was our grand prize winner of a princess-sponsored contest that awarded her a VIP experience to the Real Love Boat premiere aboard Discovery Princess, and it included round-trip fare, hotel accommodations, and she got to bring a guest, and there she is. Thank you for your partnership. Super exciting. And then, of course, I see all these other amazing travel advisors. We had about 400 people that were there. That's pretty exciting. And Andrea, I see Andrea's there with Marie from Plaza Travel.
Yeah.
Terry, Marsha, Karen, Andrea, Marissa. We're all having a great time. Look at them all.
Yes.
This is why we do this.
You cannot forget who's up there with your best friend, Tino.
Tino. Hashtag Team Tino. Wait for it. This young man, I'm telling you, he's got my complete adoration. He is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why I asked Ted that question, because I'm sorry, folks. There's this thing about reality TV. They only show the worst, right? Or they kind of massage it, and it's extremely dramatic.
Yeah, drama sells. Drama sells.
You know what? They don't show the truth many times. I don't care how much reality you think you're watching. But Tino's my guy. Love him. I'm glad he was on. It was super.
And there was Cheryl, and Cheryl's a huge supporter and supporter of Princess, and she's at all of our events and selling away. Thank you, Cheryl.
Oh, I wish I could have been there, Marsha. That's all I'm going to say. I'm sorry I missed it. Some of these kind of excited, but you know what? I look at it.
You did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Family first always. I never regret that. Never.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you, the most exciting thing for me is that you and I and the team for the next 12 weeks will be able, to share with you the excitement and passion, and make sure that we are helping you grow your business and leveraging this exposure. I'll let you start. Talk about.
Yeah. So we've been getting questions about how do I sell on the Real Love Boat. So we want to just make sure everyone realizes that the Real Love Boat was filmed on Regal Princess over the summer while she was in the beautiful Mediterranean. And what better backdrop for a group of people to find love, right, than our beautiful Regal Princess ship and the Med. But this fall, Regal Princess is continuing the Mediterranean voyages. So there's opportunity to get guests on the Real Love Boat there. And then in the winter of 22 and into spring, she's doing Eastern and Western Caribbean. So you can send some people on the Love Boat in the Caribbean. And then late spring and summer, she's going to be back in Europe. She'll start doing some Northern Europe, which is also exciting. So if you got someone asking, how do I actually get on that ship? There you have it.
Fantastic. Thank you. That's really critical, right? Because a lot of folks are asking. Then let's just shift over to our group blitz, because it's still very, very much, we're in the midst of it, right? It's through October 31st, because this is now more than ever. It's the time we have lifted. So we're going to go quickly, because I know that we have, time constraints, but the group blitz, you and I have been on webinars when we launched it, that first, Thursday. So it's on from the 6th to Halloween. We got over 200 voyages that we have really sharpened our pencil to make it worthwhile. So let's go quickly through why we have the best in class group program and how you can join the Princess brand and ride the wave and wake, right? With our Princess Group Advantage. And this is your forte as the queen of groups.
So quickly, I'm just going to pick out the real highlights here. No risk. Repeat, no risk. You can take out a group with absolutely no risk for up to 16 beds, right? And that's the amount that you need in order to earn the TC. We protect the amenities from booking one, right? So if you thought you were going to get 5 cabins and you only got 1 or 2, the amenities you selected still go to the guests on the bookings that you have in that group. So nothing to lose. The last little tip that I'm going to bring out, and I want to make sure everybody understands, open the group now, right? So the whole point of the Blitz is that we have a limited time where we've got 200 voyages with amazing opportunities for you, right? So 24 groups per month, that is increased from the normal 8 per month. So again, during this window of time till October 31st, you're going to be able to open up a multitude of groups. So you don't want to do this after October 31st because you're going to be back to the minimum or to the maximum of 8 groups, right? Use the time in front of you and get these group opened with the reduced TCs. Got to do it by the 31st.
And Cheryl says, love the celebration groups, which I think are super unique. And by the way, Jill Whelan is our celebration ambassador. So it's absolutely,
yes.
And not only do we have those 200 voyages where we've sharpened our pencil with TC counts, again, we've lifted the recalls, right? We waived those first and second recalls, allowing you time, because not just booking, and I have to say this, and I know our team is out there doing a group blitz through the end of the month, and they're focused in person. So we have in-person engagement with our travel partners, as well as obviously conversation, pick up the phone and email, just sharing with you all of these opportunities and everything that we've done to make this just seamless, remove all sorts of angst, which I think is important. And Geraldine is saying, hey, I book groups all the time for my agency, and it's easy and quick. And that's the trick. So what else do you want to impart on us?
We want to talk about Alaska, the fact that we have 1-for-10 TC ratio on our 10 and 11 day Insight Passage, which is round trip Vancouver. So all of our Canadian partners, you guys, this is especially for you because we've heard you loud and clear that you wanted more opportunities with round trip Vancouver sailing. So here it is for you guys, served up on a platter. So start opening those groups and getting your bookings made.
Wow. 1-for-10. Amazing.
We have a customizable flyer specific to what we have to offer for you out of Vancouver. So our Canada team suggests that we do this for you all, and here it is. It's delivered to you as well. There's a QR code that will take you right to the flyer, and there's a version where you can also add your information as well, so it can be dual branded with your TA information.
So a shout out to Christine and Cindy in Canada, right? Let me tell you, powerhouse of sales divas and professionals that we have in Canada. So super excited. And again, a shout out to the marketing team, Joe, and everybody that gets together to make sure you have the assets and the tools you need to be able to successfully promote, right? Okay, 1-for-10. What else have I got that's 1-for-10?
We talked about Alaska, but there's a multitude of other voyages available with a reduced TC. Europe, the Caribbean, Panama Canal, the coast, California coast, Mexico, Hawaii, South Pacific. You've got to find the list and make sure that you're opening those groups. And here again is the QR code so that you can access the toolkit, which has the list of voyages that are eligible for the reduced TCs. Again, ending October 31st. So I know that sometimes we get busy, but we want to spend a little time being strategic and get these groups open so that it can help you into 2023 and also anything that we have open in 2024.
So obviously available on OneSource, cruises.com. We're giving them time to scan, but the most important is you have the group flyer with the amenities. So we're giving you a celebration group flyer, group program comparison, which is critical. First, the fare types, upgrade codes, voyage lists, assets on social media. I mean, we are delivering this on a silver platter, and I have one here, but I don't want to break the bar down. That's incredible. We want to remove any excuse for you not being successful and profitable.
Absolutely.
Hey,
and
who's that?
It's me. We want to remind you guys to follow me on Instagram. I'm working away at creating content for you that is specific to your group needs. I've added some things there. I've been focused a lot on the Real Love Boat because, who doesn't want to do that? But we will be getting back to the regular scheduled programming of providing you with lots of information on group ideas. And I want you guys to engage and share what's working for you so we can all learn from each other. So follow me there.
But let me ask you, hold that slide. Don't get off that beautiful slide. I have a question for you, Marcia.
Sure.
How did it feel to have Isaac say, Marcia, 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 besides me?
It was very special. I've had a lot of people say that in my life, and I want to say that was the best one.
Yes, I am here to make you happy, Marsha. That's all it's about.
Thank you,
Thank
Carmen.
you. Next one.
So follow
That's a
me,
moment
Princess
in
Group
time, let
Travel.
me tell you.
All right. So, who's best in Alaska, Carmen?
We are. We are.
No doubt about it.
Why Princess? Number one cruise line in Alaska, folks. I got to tell you, when it comes to Alaska, nobody does it better than we do. It's as simple as that. And I'm being humble when I say that because these are third-party endorsements. It's not us as Princess amazing colleagues in front of you. It's because more guests choose Princess for Alaska than any other cruise line. Travel Weekly, best in Alaska 18 times. And by the way, the voting is on now for the 19th time. So you will soon see, hopefully starting next week, we'll have our signatures. I ask that you vote first. We're actually nominated in a whole bunch of categories. So I think next week we might have a little slideshow of just all the categories that we're nominated in. And I wanted included in the TA newsletter because we really need your support.
I got to slide in there that we are nominated for Best Group Program.
And the Queen of Groups can accept that. I think that
we have to win that. We absolutely are Best Group Program.
So it's not all about how many people we carry. I want to talk about this, right? So the readers of Travel Weekly have named us number one in Alaska 15 times. And in a Gallup poll survey of travel advisors, we've been named number one on amazing 19 straight years. Is that possible? That's spectacular.
That is possible.
Absolutely spectacular.
Absolutely a fact.
So let's talk about 2023.
Yeah, and seeing Alaska with Princess. So you can see Alaska with Princess in a multitude of ways. We've got the round trip cruises, which we consider the inside passage. Those are usually round trip Seattle. We also now have the wonderful round trip Vancouver. And you see more of Alaska on our one-way voyages, which we call the Voyages of the Glaciers. That's usually starting in Vancouver and ending in Anchorage or the other way around. And then see all of Alaska, which we absolutely recommend that you always start by offering this to your clients because it is truly the best way to see Alaska and to see it in its entirety. Some people go to Alaska once, right? And when you save your money and you're going to see the Great Lands that possibly one time, you want to see it all. And going on the land portion with us, where we have our privately owned lodges, we own our own very own lodges. There's really no other way to
brand standard, right?
Yeah.
So I gotta say a couple things real quick, and we can hold right here because what is an Alaska cruise tour? And I'll let you educate. But here's how I like to look at it. When I looked at the inside passage trips, we're offering them round trip from Seattle, San Francisco, and Vancouver in durations of 7 to 11 days. So lots of options. When they do the one-way cruises, right? 2 glacier viewing experiences. So that's huge. And then, of course, you talk about cruise tours, which we'll talk about. But you know how I positioned this? And I positioned it wrong last time. It's like going, again, I'm a Floridian, right? I said, well, it's like if you go to Orlando and you don't visit Disney World. Right now, I got a better analogy. It's like if you send your clients to Paris and tell them, please do the Louvre, and they don't see the Mona Lisa because they missed it.
That's a really good one. Yeah.
It's the same air costs. You amortize it for the duration. You're saving your clients money because it's a destination, by the way, not a once in a lifetime, many time destination. But talk about our unique pairing of what we do these cruise tours and how we do them.
Oh, yeah. So it's the cruise with the train and with the lodge. And nobody does it like Princess because you're in these glass domed trains so that you can see everything around you. There's no, visibility blocked. So you can see all the wonders of Alaska as you're traveling on that train. We don't have a visual of this, but you actually, where the ship pulls up, we handle everything. The luggage transfer for you is seamless. I hear comments all the time from our guests where they're surprised at how easy everything is made for them, right? Like Carmen said, we remove all the barriers. And you can't do Alaska without going into the interior of Alaska and visiting one of our privately owned lodges. We have, I think 90% of our cruise tours visit Denali National Park, and you can't miss it. You just can't. You can't go all this way and not include the land portion. So
I got to say real quickly, to ride your coattails of success. So the cruise is 7 days, 3 ports, plus Glacier Bay National Park, right? So they can enjoy a second glacier viewing experience at Hubbard Glacier or College Fjord. When you do that 500-mile train trek, right, into the heart of Alaska, the guests are traveling from the ship to Denali in one day without transfers. I think no transfer. Again, seamless and ease. And every
Absolutely.
lodge, every cruise tour visits Denali National Park. Is what Lisa has told me. So
Yes.
all cruise tours stay at the Denali Princess. Did you hear that? Denali Princess Wonderland Lodge. Thank you very much. And we own and operate all our Alaska lodges. We control the branding, the experience. That's why we're number one, right?
It is.
And you did
Absolutely.
put this. You guys are ahead of me. Boom! Drop the mic.
Use your phones,
Travel
guys,
Weekly.
and please vote for us now in
can't
all the
wait.
categories. There's so many categories. We're very honored to have made
We're
the
nominated
final
in
cut.
19 categories.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, it's 21.
21.
Yeah,
We're
we
going to correct that.
Joe recounted
my.
last night, and we were like, it's 21.
I had 19 on my original, so I'm good
Yep.
to know. Vote number 40. We're best in Alaska. 15 years running. I love it. Let them scan because voting ends November 21. So this is going to be a feature on every webinar. I will be there that night. This year, normally it had been at the Colonnade, I believe. And now or at the Conrad, sorry, in New York City in December. Oy, I think when I saw snow the first time, I remember it wasn't pretty. But I'm thrilled to be there again. I can't wait to represent. Super excited to be there. And please, please, please vote for us. This only helps you. And really, it is a true, it is like a nod to our amazing teams on board and ashore that work so hard to deliver and execute these experiences, and it's their passion. So to me,
we didn't even get to talk about the programming on board, which is unmatched.
Humbling.
Yeah.
It's humbling. It really is humbling.
And thank you so much in advance for all of your votes. Thank you.
Oh, aren't you? I don't want to be the Susan Lucci thing, okay? I'm sure we win. I'm very competitive, but you know who's more competitive? Cal. Hello. Oh, I think I met my match. He's like, hi, as much as I love to win, you know what I don't want? I don't want to lose. I'm like, all righty then. You got to love them.
There's no losing here. We don't lose.
Real Love Boat. Okay.
So you guys already know to tune in on Wednesdays. Don't forget. But to top that off, we should do viewing parties.
And you know
what?
But
to top that off,
I had a sacrifice. I sacrificed and had midweek wine because of the show. So I explained to my husband for the next 12 weeks, I will be doing midweek wine because I try not to drink till happy hour Friday. But sometimes you have to kind of make sacrifices, right?
Yeah. Well, so Carmen talked about the fact that this is bringing in lots of business, right? People are seeing the ships, they're seeing what cruising has to offer, and they're calling you, right? And so to capitalize on the increase in business that you're going to see coming through your doors, we have also the special offer, which is the Love Boat Sale, right? $100 refundable deposit, $100 excursion credit, drinks, Wi-Fi, crew appreciation, and up to 30% off, right? Amazing. That is also going on now through October 31st. And you've probably seen that when the show aired, our commercials were sandwiched in there, and they were really nice. Yeah.
3 times. I counted them. I got so excited. But let me add something about TV spots while everybody just kind of enjoys what this sale is going to do for you to leverage this show. If you think about being a 1-hour commercial every Wednesday night, I have to repeat it because, my original degree, was broadcast journalism. So I worked in every single one of the departments, and I know what TV spots cost. But worse than that is what are we getting ready to get to, right? Midterm elections. You can't get a TV spot unless you're paying a lot of money. And yes, the commercials were awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. But that's why I know I sound like a broken record, but we're giving you the Love Boat Sale. We're giving you this group blitz. By the way, there is a Love Boat reunion cruise in honor because someone wrote about Captain Stubing and that her and her husband were privileged enough to be on a Love Boat voyage where he was on. Gavin McLeod, we all love him, and we lost him last year. And so they're going to have a reunion cruise October 22nd. Super excited about that. But definitely promote. That's what we're here for. We're going to give you a reason. And are we going to Q&A? Because we actually have time. Well, it's a beautiful thing.
We're giving a little teaser about next week.
Oh, go. I didn't even see this. I love how they keep things from me. So by the way, coffee chat. Can I talk about this? Because that's that's a teaser to an initiative that we're going to launch in January 2023. Coffee Chats with Carmen will not be like our webinar series. It's not an hour every week. It is really just a quick, about 30 minutes, not even, maybe 15, where we will introduce you. And I normally do them once a month. So the webinars aren't going away. They're still there. But the coffee chats are just that. It's you getting to know our amazing team. So we will feature our president, John Padgett. He's celebrating a year as president of Princess. You'll get to meet different members of our team. I think when we had our national sales meeting in June, we brought the entire team to the webinar. You got to meet everybody in each of the regions. But this is just a quickie. It's just like a quick chat so that you get to know who we are, the heart of Princess. But more importantly is, right, it's our people. And so we want you to know who is who, but more importantly, you get to know them, but we are love. We are synonymous with the word love. That's what we want to own. We want to make you feel special. So next week we get Ezra.
Okay, I'm going to go back.
Ezra.
Ezra.
Is that right?
Yes, we get Ezra.
Ezra Freeman. So I can't wait. So I want to remind everybody, do not forget, you've got to tune in on Wednesday night. We're going to pose the question on Thursday. You get a week to send, and the answer will not be like a softball like it was today. Okay?
Yeah.
That was the easiest pitch ever. But Ezra has so much energy.
She does.
I didn't sleep last night. I told you I was so excited. Just knowing that we're going to have Ted on, I was just like super nervous. I even got my hair done and everything. I don't normally do this, but I'm not going to be able to keep up with Ezra. Her energy.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned, Marsha.
Crazy energy. I'm so excited that these are our crew, that these are our family. Like, I'm so excited about that aspect of it all.
Takes it to the next level, right?
It does.
And I can't wait till next Wednesday, but even more importantly, to welcome Ezra on and hear from her. Again, that energy she has. I think right after the show on Wednesday night, I'm going to go sleep. I'm going straight to bed. I'm going to rest up to be ready to breathe in and to talk to her about this experience, right? Because again, it's one of our real onboard family, real crew member. And
so
her life, and yes, she is cute. Who's that?
And it's a little bit of an insider tip here, because you guys are watching us today, you know that we'll have Ezra next week. And when you're filling out your pre-registration questions, add some questions in there for Ezra, things that you want to know from her.
I would love that. I would love that. And oh my God, that's a great idea. She said, have Ezra bring a cocktail recipe.
That is a great idea.
And we got good spirits. So let me just tell you, we got it all. Okay, let's take Q&A, because we also have a cruise to give away, right?
We do.
And we got time. News. Nancy Gilbert says Alaska programs for 2024 will be available in mid-November. Cindy, thank you. Does anybody know how much Alaska help we need in 2023? It's huge. And I appreciate we're opening 2024. 2023, block those groups now. These rates, these TC counts, it's like nothing I've ever seen. Okay.
There's no better time to get your clients.
Go with the questions. Who's the first?
Yep. And Carmen, I'm going to need you to read the questions, because I got a little banner blocking my view.
Not a problem.
You can read those for me.
Yeah, that's where I'm not going to wear my readers, even though I have contact lenses. I won't do bifocals. I'm not doing that. Okay, Marsha, what took so long to bring the Love Boat series back? I'm so psyched. That's a great question.
It's a great question, and I wanted to share that question because it just speaks to the excitement that everybody has.
And pulls at the heartstrings. I'm not kidding you. And by the way, I'm not making that up, really. I could see cruise ships, right? You want to know what ships are in town? I could probably, next week I'm not here. I would take you, I'll disconnect but you're going to see my house. I mean, but that's not good too, right, Marsha? Should I do that? Just so they can see Port Miami. We'll end with that. While you say who's winning a cruise, I'm going to disconnect my laptop. Look, I'm doing it now. Okay. And we're going to show you Port Miami, because the Love Boat's the reason I'm in this business. And let me tell you, if I could do it again, I would do it exactly the same. And the cruise industry is back. Cruising is back. The real Love Boat is putting us on the map. We're not disenfranchising the amazing guests that love us, that are continue to be our loyalists and ambassadors. We love them. We love you. We're just opening the universe to what cruising is. The best kept secret in the travel business, period.
Absolutely.
Oh boy, that was like a commercial. Sorry.
Next question, please.
Okay. Which actress was Carmen Roig's favorite guest star on the original Love Boat, other than Chado? Coochie. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Oh, I gave it away. I gave it away.
I know.
Go ahead and tell them.
It's Mr. Scott Baio.
That is correct. Oh my God. So let me stop. We're not doing a cruise giveaway because you got a week to enter. And I did softballs. So everybody
Yes.
Oh my God, is that Scott? So cute.
Look what we found, Carmen.
I might have to bring out my tiger beat from my wonderful look, you're making me nervous. I don't even know what it's called. Storage unit. From the storage unit. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, so you keep them entertained. So we're going to give away the cruise next Thursday.
Yep.
But you know what I'm going to do? And I'm sorry, the house is messy because I had to clear out the bar. My husband's like, you don't want people to see the bar. It looks like that. It's got all my kids' pictures because then I tell you, he downsized me from a house and gave away all my furniture, donated it, which was fine. It's okay, but I want everybody to see as we end this webinar, the cruise capital of the world, we are back.
Let's see. Uh-oh. Did we lose the sound for Carmen? Or is it just me?
I think it's her internet.
Yeah. Carmen, we can't hear you, but we can see. It's beautiful. As Carmen says, it's always technical, but we did get a good view. So, Joe, fire the next.
Now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Bingo. Joe muted me. That's what it was. Love you.
Oh, maybe because of the wind. The wind may not have been good.
I'm on the 49th floor and I'm afraid of heights. That's why I didn't go very close. And by the way, you're right. The internet, once I hit the balcony, it's done. So thank you all. Marcia, as always, Joe, the whole team behind the scenes, Cindy, Stephanie, oh my God, everybody who makes this happen. I really, really appreciate all your efforts. And there is no giveaway today. I know, I stand corrected, folks.
Yep.
I'm just too excited.
Next week, because we're going to give you a week to answer the question and get submitted.
Yes.
So,
and this is to the real Love Boat and the start of something exciting and new.
Yes. And thank you to our special guest, Ted Lange.
Okay, I have his cell phone. I'm not going to be a stalker. Is that a problem? I have his cell phone. Ted,
thank you guys so much for all of your support. And
we're super happy.
Yes, we're back. We're excited. And thank you for sharing your time with us today.
We'll see you next week. Okay, that's ginger ale, everybody.